Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this figure review we're going to be looking at the DC Universe Classics Firestorm. These are the two different versions of him, the white guy and the black guy. I don't know their names. I have no idea. I'm not that familiar with the character. He's got a pretty cool design though. As you can see, they're a little bit different in the sculpt and in the paint department. So we're going to look at the differences as soon as we look at the accessories and the height. We'll do the height first. The height is pretty much standard. He's, well, if you go to the top of the head, about 6.5, and the fire takes him up over 7 for either guy. And the accessories include these little clip-on energy things that aren't fire, which I don't really understand. He's always had this kind of a, it's almost like a nucleus type of symbol and energy things here. But he's a fire guy, so whatever. He's got one for each hand. We'll take that off. The paint job on either one is about the same. I think the differences would only be in the quality control department and not in actual paint application. Of course, the heads have a different head sculpt entirely, but aside from one being white and one being black, they have different helmets or whatever you want to call that. Whichever one you like is up to you. This guy has no paint detailing on the red. It's just sculpted. This guy has a nice cool gold pinstripe going all the way around. The fire on this guy looks like a much better fake fire. I don't care for this one too much. It's not centered, which bothers me. And the way it comes, it's like not big enough. It looks like he doesn't have enough head up there. It is a better clear plastic though, so I guess it's up to you which one you like, but personally I think this one looks a lot better. As far as the chest and torso, those are the exact same. They have the exact same sculpt. This one has the extra stripe up there, but it's only been painted. They didn't want to sculpt a whole new one just for that stripe, so they didn't. It's the exact same sculpt. And the same thing goes for the forearms. He's got the extra piece there, and it's sculpted on and painted, and they didn't want to use it for him, so they just didn't paint it, which is kind of a bummer, but what are you going to do? This one has a belt. This one does not. This is actually a sculpted piece. It's separate. The rest is just paint. This guy's just painted. And this guy has knee pads. This guy does not. And the boots are just painted different. They don't have any sculpted details that are any different. So those are the physical differences. As far as the paint goes, you can already tell what's different on there. This guy's legs are two different colors. As you can see, the thighs are a much different color at the top than at the bottom. Or at least hopefully. I can see it in person, but maybe on camera it's not that obvious. I don't know. This guy, they did a much better job, though his shading is a little spotty. It doesn't look quite right on the thighs. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know what's up with the camera either. Oh well, hopefully you can see that. So the paint works pretty just okay on either guy. Neither of them stand out as being particularly nice. As far as articulation goes, they're the exact same. The head goes up and down, well, mostly just down. So being up in a flight pose where he's kind of just looking down on people is okay. But don't expect to have him flying this way because the head can't go up. It does swivel, of course. Ball hinge shoulders with a bicep swivel built in. Even though it's got like the cloth wrinkles in there, they did a pretty good job of putting that together. Single jointed elbows with a wrist swivel. The ab crunch works just fine. Waist twist, T-jointed hips, a thigh swivel, single jointed knee, and a single jointed ankle. Both of these guys have a decent amount of airbrush type of shading. It's just not done very well on either of them. So I don't know if you want to pick this guy up or not. He's not the best figure, but it's the only version of him that we have in the DC Universe Classic style, or these are the only two versions. So you probably should pick up at least one of them. It's a cool figure if you don't look too close. There's a lot of problems, but he had a good concept, and he almost turned out to be really good. So there it is. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more figure reviews, some custom figures, and some other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.